Yo, what is good guys, back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky weird world called professional wrestling. As you can tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on a pretty well-known stable within WWE, the Judgment Day, featuring Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, and Damian Priest. Before I share my thoughts and opinions on them, would love to know what your thoughts are on the Judgment Day that are down in the comments below. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Why? Why not? Again, would love to know that, and which one is your personal favorite to watch. Let me know that as well down in the comments below. And when it comes to Judgment Day, at first, when they debuted, kind of sort of somewhat, at WrestleMania in Dallas, via Damian Priest appearing all of a sudden during Edge and AJ Styles match for the 2022 edition in Dallas kind of deal for WrestleMania. I thought, okay, like, it was relatively rumored that Edge would start a stable kind of deal. I was interested because Edge is my all-time favorite wrestler, but for that time period of Edge and Damian Priest, later added Rhea Ripley, it just, for myself personally, wasn't clicking as much as I wanted it to be. Edge, like I mentioned, all-time favorite. Rhea Ripley, at that time, and more so in the, year and a half since, or year or so since she joined, has become my favorite female wrestler. Damian Priest, not necessarily a big fan of him, but he's not terrible in the ring, kind of deal. It just, for myself personally, wasn't clicking. One thing led to another. Finn Balor joined, kicked out Edge, kind of deal, and whatnot, and that's when it kind of fit. And again, that was roughly a year ago, like June, maybe 2022 kind of deal. And then by September, Dominic Mysterio joined them, which arguably saved his career kind of deal, in the sense of the vast majority of fans did not really care about Dominic, they cared about Ray kind of deal, and whatnot, and now people actually, again, in the 10 or so months since, care about Dominic kind of deal. But either way, whether it was Edge's version, Finn Balor's version, or the four of them with Dominic kind of deal, it, for myself personally, is one of those things where at first I didn't like it, which was, again, something I've wanted to like because featured Edge. But Edge, I don't know for sure if holding Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest back, but I don't know for sure how much he was helping behind the scenes kind of deal. He was helping because Edge, this Hall of Famer, teaming or in a stable with, I think Damian Priest was like 38, 39 years old kind of deal, and Rhea Ripley, who's had at that time a lot of years in her career, but still in her early to mid-20s kind of deal. So he was probably helping both of them in different ways. But with Finn Balor being added, Edge being subtracted, and later Dominic Mysterio also being added, it just, in a way, I don't know for sure if this makes sense, just feels right, as weird as it might sound considering how it started kind of deal and whatnot. And even though I would say 2.5 out of the 4 people involved, I like Balor, I like Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, not necessarily a big fan, or at least not what I was in comparison to years ago, and Dominic Mysterio is, for myself personally, that half, in the sense of I like him, but he's also whatever kind of deal, and whatnot. But yeah, I don't want to say that they're the highlight of whatever brand they show up on, because for myself personally, they aren't the number one draw for Raw or for SmackDown or the odd time, or I think they showed up once on NXT kind of deal, and whatnot, like again a year ago kind of deal, whatnot. But they are one of the go-to clips for Raw or SmackDown whenever they did appear on them, kind of deal and whatnot, that I would click on the morning after on YouTube just to see what they're doing, kind of deal. Like, being biased, it's still like Edge whenever he appears, Rey, Mysterio, Seth Rollins kind of deal, I would click on before Judgment Day. But if you go to a WWE event, whether it's a house show, live event, whatever you would want to call it, Raw, SmackDown, or a pay-per-view, to see something to do with the Judgment Day, I, to a certain extent, can understand why, kind of deal, because together they are entertaining, kind of deal, and whatnot. They seem to gel pretty well, kind of deal. And the experiences that Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and you can throw in Rhea Ripley as well. When it comes to their professional wrestling careers, I assume will do nothing but help Dominic, kind of deal and whatnot. And you can throw in life experience as well, but I'm not really going to comment on that because I don't know their personal lives, kind of deal and whatnot. But yeah, for myself personally, even though I might not be the biggest fan, supporter, mark, whatever terminology you would want to use, I will fully admit that now, roughly a year and a half after they, to a certain extent, debuted, at least the Edge Damian Priest part, and whatnot, they've grown by leaps and bounds, entertainment-wise, for myself personally, and whatnot. But yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions. Again, would love to know your thoughts on Judgment Day as a whole, and which ones are your favorites in Judgment Day, down in the comments below. While you are down there, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. Do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. Feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's